Hello from Australia. I have to
Hi.
start this by saying, in my household, we are a Scream household. I gotta my partner is a huge fan. We've been together for 10 years, and some of our first dates were watching the Scream movies together and him
Ah,
sharing his love for that with me and teaching me all of the lore. So I think we see in this chapter that Sydney, we know what she's fighting for. She's fighting for her daughter, and we see this mama bear come out.
yeah.
But in the earlier films, especially at the start of number three, she'd kind of completely withdrawn almost into isolation. So what do you think kept Sydney going back in those days?
Well, I think, at some point Sydney became started doing like therapy, counseling for people who've suffered similar traumas. And I think for her, although she was living in isolation, that helped her keep going. I think being able to help others. But then she's come out of isolation and she's decided to have a family and move on with her life and not allow her trauma to dictate, her choices. And then of course there's the ghost face that comes out and is coming for this one. And so she's forced to do what she never wanted to have to do, which is to teach her daughter how to be a survivor and to be a fighter. That is something she had hoped she'd never have to put on her daughter. But we get to see through that them find one another.
And Isabel, I got to say, the parts that I've seen of the trailer so far. I am so excited to see where your character goes. I feel like this storyline has really got the fans excited. But tell me what it's like having someone like Nev as a mentor, as a guide, as going into this beloved franchise and getting to work alongside essentially the ultimate final girl.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I feel honored to be a part of this at all, but then especially to work alongside Nev and learn from her. And she gave me such great advice before we began. And not only that, but she's a producer. I got sick, and I remember she gave me a call and said, "Don't worry, honey. Like I'm gonna, because we had a bunch of scenes I had to shoot. They're primarily mine, and she covered for me those days. And she was a protector, and so yeah, she really became a mother figure on that project. I really respect her,
But
and
she's
yeah.
incredible in it. Like she really is. She's got such strength to her, and you're such a phenomenal actor and very natural. And she's got all the stuff you want from this kind of character. So I'm so excited.
I just want to make Nev happy. That's all. If she's happy, I'm happy. Really, really, it's like, yeah. Anyway,
Your chemistry between you is just incredible. And I think that I speak on behalf of all of the fans when I say that, like, we are very, very excited to see this. Do you have a message for the fans as we go into the cinema and enjoy number seven?
Have fun.
yeah.
You're gonna get a
Bring
scream. You're gonna
friends.
get the kind
Yeah,
of scream that you want, which
yeah.
I'm really excited about it. We just saw it the other day, and I knew Kevin was going to do a great job, but I didn't know what a great job he was going to do. It's a really good movie, and it really harkens back to the first in the best of ways.
Yeah, my knees were tucked up against my chin, and I was right next to Jasmine, and we were holding on to each other. And I'm not one to talk during the movie, but you just kind of sometimes have to make comments because you're like, no,
Yeah.
don't. What are you? You just have to be physical.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun.
I think that's a sign of a great movie when you're yelling, "What?" at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
screen. I gotta
Yeah.
say. Hey, thank you so much for your time today. Nev, thank you for 30 years of bringing people together, myself included. And I just can't wait for people to see this film, and I really appreciate your
Uh,
time.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.